Hello YouTube, how are you doing, all beautiful people? Once again, Happy New Year. Hope you're doing well and welcome to today's episode. This is an episode I've been looking forward to for the longest. This is an episode I'm more than excited, more than pumped to bring it to you guys because we are unveiling our newest project, which will be helping us get around as we fix our baby, the KZJ. And for the first time in African automotive YouTube content, we'll be doing a fast. Once you're doing fixing this project, one of you, a lucky winner, will be able to walk home with this project.
What? What?
Yes, I said it. The first time in Kenyan and African YouTube history, we are giving away something to one of you lucky guys. So you better stay tuned, subscribe, and watch till the end as you see this. So someone has been right there. Someone.
Oh.
Yeah, this is someone. She'll be doing her riding lessons. Anajua kuride. Sio kuride mnafikiria guilt.
Surely.
Sio kuride mnafikiria guy. Okay, yeah, she's been doing her riding lessons. She knows how to ride, and this pretty much tells you what the project is about. When you launch the car, some people are like, you know what, your bike bana. Kwani kuendaje? Worry no more, because you know why? We got you guys. So stay tuned as we unveil our brand new project. Let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our brand new to us second-hand 2016 Hero Karizma ZMR. Yeah, this is it. This is our newest baby. This is our newest project that we'll be doing in our channel. Now, let me give you a background history about this. This is the second generation of the Hero Charisma. The first generation had the headlight pale ilikuwa bulky headlight. It pretty much resembled the Jigsaw. The Jigsaw 750 something. Yeah, the headlight pretty much looked like that. Then the second generation has two headlights, which, according to me, they are the best looking headlights in this kind of bikes. You can see this. This is the full light. This is the low beam. This is the high beam, and these are the indicators. And in the indicators, these strips are LEDs, so that one gives it a pretty beautiful front end. This plate over here, hii ndio ya kushikilia number plate. I don't know why they put it there, but maybe it's, I don't know what you think about it or what you think it looks, but hii imemontiwa vibaya. So now we're going to have a walkthrough through the bike, tuoneshe ni nini kila kitu yenye tunafaa to fix, what is good and what is bad. Now let's start with what is good. This to me is one of the best beginner bikes you can ever have because one, the reliability. These bikes are super reliable. For the racers na bikers, najua this is not your kind of thing because it's not a super fast bike. This, I will call it the ideal commuter bike. This bike is a 223cc and it gives you 40 kilometers to the liter. Yani kilomita moja unapiga, I mean liter moja unapiga kilometers 40. That means at around 170 something bob unaweza enda job na urudi. That is because I know most of the estates huku Nairobi zinakuaga let's say like 20 kilometers from the CBD. So kama unafanya job mahali CBD, there is a bike utakuwa una spend less than 200 kuenda na kurudi. What is ideal about this? Traffic. Let's take for instance, you're supposed to be in town at 8. So you have to leave your house because of traffic 6 unafaa kumshatoka. But with this bike, I'll wake up at 6:30. I'll get ready, freshen up by 7:15 somewhere. And in those 45 minutes, I'll be in town and nitakuwa nishafika kwa ofisi yangu. Now you see, it saves you that time. And again, that thrill, the thrill you get on a motorbike, but like this one is incomparable. You can't get that thrill anywhere else. Nowhere else can you get that thrill. Yeah. So, like I said, it's a commuter bike. Also, if you want to do long distances where you're just cruising, you're not about the speed and everything, because with the super bikes, for example, if you want to leave Nairobi to Mombasa, you can, with a super bike, you can easily do 3 hours. Yeah, because these guys do upwards of 200, close to 300 kilometers. But with this bike, the ideal speed when you're riding a ZMR is between 80 and 90 because ukipita hapo, this bike has a lot of vibrations. That's why nilikuwa nasema wale wasi wa bikes kubwa, this is not your it's not your ideal. I'll say wanna trash ZMR, but they know it is the best commuter bike. Kama ni wewe ni mtu wa speed kidogo itakufanyia maneno because the top end your bike huwa ina vibrate sana, but between 80 90 100 that bike is pretty much stable, and that's a decent speed. If you're doing 100 kilometers per hour from here to Mombasa, on average, let's say you're doing 80, 5 hours ushafika. And this bike has the tank capacity is around 15 liters, which means that's 15 by 170. You know how much?
Yeah.
15.
15
173 times 15 or 180 times 15.
Mtafanya hiyo math.
Okay, utafanya. This is how much it costs you to do a full tank. And with a full tank, you'll be able to do a trip from here to Mombasa and have an extra 50 or 60 kilometers. Actually, something which has been tried and tested by a friend of mine, anaitwa Vitalis. They had a trip last year. They had a trip to Mombasa. He did a full tank from Nairobi. That fuel got him to Mombasa. They went to Diani and he fueled when they were coming back. That's when it actually had like, let's say 20 kilometers, but just to be safe, he had to refuel. So you can see at around maybe 7,000, you'll be able to go to Mombasa and back. You always compare na gari because a full tank is 7,000. So this is a quarter actually. It spends a quarter of what you would if you're fueling a car, just like this one over here. Now those are the good things that I've said about this bike. Now let's get to what needs to be fixed. So this bike was in a crash. Not really a crash, someone dropped it. That one I'm 100% sure, because if you look here in front, if you see these gaps over here, these gaps are not supposed to be here, because whoever fixed this bike, whoever fixed this bracket over here, this bracket is supposed to be on top. So that means actually the gaps should be like this. This is how the gaps should look like. But you see, because this bracket is mounted on the inside, that's why it has that space. And again, if you look closely, you'll see this indicator, it's broken here, and again it's super loose. The clip here is not doing, and even when I turn on the bike, this LED strip here doesn't work. When we got the bike, they were both working. Here is a photo of how it looked, but now because of when you're riding on the rough roads and everything, it shows how like when zile mashida ziko, so there's a loose connection on both sides actually. So that is something now we have to address. Also, the low beam, hiyo bulb yake, I think it's gone, I think ilichomeka, so it's something I need to address. But we'll be replacing these bulbs with LED bulbs which have more power, and they are way more brighter as compared to these ones. When you look here, the owner of the previous owner of the bike had put this aftermarket side mirrors, but these ones, they don't work. When you're riding, ikipigwa na upepo hiyo ingia ndani. So this one is pretty not that functional. The only functional side mirrors on this ZMR are the stock ones. So that's also what we are going to get. So like I told you, this bike was in an accident. Now you see this clutch lever. You see how loose it is, and also it's not supposed to look like this. If I go in maturity, it's supposed to be straight, just like this
brake.
Yeah, the brake pedal. It's supposed to be straight, which means whoever dropped this bike dropped it on this side, and also I think it'll drop you on both sides. And the owner was not very keen on fixing it perfectly. Alikuwa anataka tu a daily rider, bike ataenda tu na mahali arudi, because you see even the fairings, this are supposed to be riveted. All this, they're supposed to be riveted. And now getting to the side profile, tushatoka pale the front end. Also before you leave the front end, this, you see these shocks over here. The shock is not supposed to look like this. See, there's this here, which means this shock is leaking. See, this one it's got no residue on it, but this one has a lot of it, which means that shock is leaking, which also is leaking all the way down. That needs to be addressed. Okay, let's get to this side. Now, there's something something happening over here because there's a leak on this side of the engine. I think maybe there's a crack somewhere or something. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't want to preempt it because that one I'll have to get a mechanic to help us diagnose it, fix whatever it is that needs to be fixed, because I'm sure it's not something major. Also, if you look at this is the gear lever. If I kuwa, it's kind of curved. It's like on a 60-degree angle. It's supposed to be straight all the way, which means it was dropped. That means you also look at this. This is a foot peg for the rider. It's supposed to look like this. This pedal over here is supposed to look like this, but this was dropped. Now, tukienda hapo chini, look at the chain. This chain is, you see, the slack on this chain is insane. Whoever had this bike never serviced this chain. You know, the chain has oil which you're supposed to apply for it to lubricate the chain ndio ikuwe ina run smoothly, but this one actually nikiwa on low speed huwa ina sound ni kama nimebeba crate huko nyuma. It's a very, very not pleasant sound. Yeah, now coming to the back over here, niliwaambia bike mtu aliangusha, because these are the turn signals, but this one is broken. See, this one also he haifanyi. This is the tail light which doesn't work. Tuende side ingine. It has an aftermarket exhaust. I believe this is a nimesahau. Okay, ndawekea jina hapo chini. The name of this exhaust. It's an aftermarket. It's super loud by the way, which for a bike it's ideal for it to be loud, so that ndio uonekane, and also for the cages that is a motorist waone. Now this is something also you have to address. This piece over here, manze spendi vile inakaa, is too shabby, man. I think you'll have to cut it over here, do a proper weld, because this ni kienyeji too much bana, too much kienyeji. Hata ingekuwa ni mimi I could have done a better job. Shabby. Yeah. Okay, but we'll address that. Also, this is the brake pedal. Sasa unaona huyu mwenye aliangusha is supposed to have something like this, but hapa tumewekewa plate ya mabati literally. Yeah. And that's also one thing with this, the throttle cable. It has kind of a place. You see this distance this handle over here, the distance I'm moving, it's not responsive, so until nifike hapo ndio inaguza clutch. We need the throttle cable, of which ukiturn hivi inafaa kwa isha respond, but there is some loose fitting over here which you need to address it. I think we'll have to change the throttle cable, the clutch cable, and also no, the brakes are okay. You just say for the forks which are leaking, but I also have to change the brake pads. Also, if you look here, this is broken. It's supposed to look like this. See, inafaa kuwa imeshikana all the way up to here, but this one is broken. So this one will be doing some fiber work. I've already identified someone who will help us do that fiber work and also teach us how to do fiber, because you remember I told you about our car, this the washer bottle haifanyi, it's pale juu ime break. Then I realized that's an issue with all these cars. Zote hapa hizo washer bottles hapa juu zinakuwa zimeisha, because I think it's something to do with the heat from the bonnet, so I can't get a decent one in good shape. So we are going to repair that one. We're going to do fiber work. Nikishafunzwa kufanya fiber work, I'm the one who will do that. So wish me luck. All right, so let's get into the list of the parts that we need. We start with the front end. 1, we need some wing mirrors. 2, we need some LED bulbs. We need to fix the indicators. We need to do the seals. I need to do the brake pads. Then coming over here, I need to get a clutch cable, clutch lever, and which means it will have to be a pair for them to be matching. So I need a clutch cable and a clutch lever, a brake cable and a brake lever, a throttle cable also. Then this seat is vile inanikelia, but tutarudi tu kwa ule mse wetu Jose. Nini Kimblade Extreme Interiors, yeye ndiye atatufanyia hii kiti, with the paint code which we'll choose for this bike, and atafanya the seats in respect to it. We also have to check what's in there, what's happening. Also, these pedals, I have to change them. Also, I have to change the chain. That is a must. Yo lazima tu tubadilishe. I have to get turn signals. I have to check whether the tail light is not working, which means maybe it's a loose connection, or I'll need to change the bulb. So we have to address that. And also, I'm thinking if we can do a talk box up in nyuma. Before we continue with the video, I like to tell you something about a fitness program that Annette is running. From the 13th of January, it will be a 6-week challenge where it's all about diet and simple exercises in the house. You don't need to have access to the gym. You don't need to go to one or do something extreme. It's all about just the diet and simple exercises, just like walking. If you're interested in being a part of this, which will be only 2,500 shillings for the entire 6 weeks, you can hit her up on her socials using the handle zake, Facebook, Instagram, zote, TikTok, all of them. This is where you can reach her out and talk to her if you're interested. Now, back to the video. So when atashinda hii bike, when we are done fixing it, you can do many things. One, you can do delivery. Two, unaweza kwa mse wa boda. Also, you can use it for your personal use, and it comes very handy because when you're going somewhere and hautaki kutembea na helmet yako, you don't have to put the helmet on the bike or carry it anywhere. Unaweka tu kwa box yako, unaenda nayo kila mahali. Also, I think the major part of this bike will be the paint work, the fiber work for the fairings, and then painting them. But it's not as huge as the car, so this one is it's pretty not a huge deal. Now, in the other thing I need to do is I need to change the oil on this bike. I need to change the spark plugs. That one tutajifanyia si wenyewe, because another thing about this bike, bana, the service is super cheap. Because oil yake, I think ni so tano ama so sita. Yeah, I'm yet to confirm how much the spark plugs are, but I'm very sure hii ni bike very easy to manage. Also, I'll do the tires. Tires pia tutabadilisha. We put some proper road tires zenye unawezaenda. These ones are decently, they're decent because unaona bado ziko na spokes zake. They are kind of new, but tread. I mean, if you're giving it away, why not just give you something that is in perfect condition? Utaanza kufikiria in 2 months or 3 months bike ikitumika, naanza kufanyia sababu ya tires. Also, itakuja na full comprehensive insurance yenye itakuwa yako for a whole year. So I mean, we'll be giving that the best package you can ever receive. So apart from the uses nimesema za hii bike unaweza tumia nayo, you can also opt to sell it. Because this bike right now vile inakaa hivi, this bike is easily 120,000 lowest in this condition. So once you're done, that bike will be like what, 160, 170, because it's relatively low miles. When you got this bike, it was around 29,000, say, or 30, 35. So let's say we put more or less like 1,000 kilometers. Yeah, I think we've done 1,000 kilometers. Na sidhani hiyo mafuta imefika hata 5,000 yenye nimefeel like. If I could go back and nianze kufanya hesabu hizi, because inakuwa so mbili so tatu. The last time I fuel pesa mingi tulikuwa tumeenda trip fulani machana Eastern Bikers. That's a biking club from Eastern, that is Machakos, Makueni and Kitui. We did a round trip. Went to Machakos, tukaingia Masi somewhere. Yeah, I can't remember the name. The EO journey vizuri, but that one I did 500 to Machakos, then 1,500 back. Yeah, that's the most I've fueled. And the best part of this, once we are done fixing this bike, we'll be doing road trips. The first one, tutaenda Mombasa. Yes, tutaenda Mombasa na hii pikipiki hapa ndio niwaoneshe the reliability and the consumption and everything, so that when I tell you now I'm giving this bike away to someone, tukishawaikia drop pale na tuambie itakuwa pesa ngapi, which itakuwa very little money. Itakuwa like I literally, ni kama utakuwa unaniambia tu asante, shika kunywa soda, asante sana kwa hiyo bike. Yeah, because we want this drone to be for everyone and anyone. If you are talking to for a select few, niseme ati the draw kuingia kwa nini, kuingia kwa draw unahitaji 10,000, no. Nothing close to that, not even something close to 5,000. So you can imagine how much this will be. It will be for anyone who wants to own a bike, anyone who is interested in this. Utakuwa unaweza pata hiyo bike. So we'll do a couple of kilometers. Let's say I'm looking at, let's say you can put like 3,000 kilometers so that we can do a comprehensive study about the behavior, about the reliability, about the consumption of the bike before we give it away. Tunaweza anza. I'm thinking because it has 2 bars. Nitoke tu niende tu na Mombasa Road nione itanifikisha wapi. Because once the second bar does inaisha, when it starts blinking, I have like 40 kilometers. It has 1 bar. Sahi. Okay, it has 1 bar. Wacha tuone hiyo bar itanifikisha wapi. So guys, super excited, super pumped for this one. This is something that never happens, and we as the house, we are super proud that we are able to do this, and we are thankful. Wacha tuseme tu mazee, asante sana to God for mazee. Last year ametubless tu sana. It's been a very, I mean, it's been a year which has been on both extremes. I mean, from kama unafuatiliaga posts zetu Instagram or the social media, you could see she had surgery sometime towards the end of the last quarter of last year, and it was literally for me from going to bed thinking, hey, utapigiwa simu nianze kuambiwa hey, kuja wewe kuja to a point where like we're living a dream literally. We're super thankful for that, and also super thankful to you guys for supporting us, for being a part of this journey, and we just feel like it's time, maybe because we got blessed. It's not much, we are not giving because we have a lot, it's because we know how it feels to have none. So we feel this is a part of the journey, and if we want to get things better, if you want this channel to stand out, then we have to do things that are extraordinary, things that are out of the norm, and this is what we're starting with. Our target is, this is not just the first one you're giving. Once you're done with giving this, we have another project, and I believe by the end of the year we'll be at a position where we can even go get a crash damaged car, we fix it and give it away to one of you guys. You never say never. I mean, nothing is impossible. I mean, everything seems impossible until someone does it, because I think wale watu mnaonaga zile channels zenye za majuu which do this, like the likes of Matt Armstrong, Freddie Tavarish. Yeah, those are my top 2. You know these guys. Mnaonaga hii kitu, it's not replicable huku kwetu it's a third world country, so I mean, some things you just enjoy them on the internet, but we've decided let's give it a try. I mean, you never know how it goes. I mean, what's the worst that could happen? Losses happen. Unajua unamkaga unapata you have a lot, unaamka unapata you are even homeless, but you always give it a try and hope for the best. And I believe this one is not going down the drain. This is the start for something great, something major. We want to get to a point where we'll be able to give away cars, and I'm sure at that point of it, I want us to get to a point where we'll be able to build our own dream cars. Dream cars zetu si magari kubwa. So one point,
no, they are not.
At one point, we'll be fixing a Range Rover, we'll be fixing a Jeep. In 2 years, maybe, who knows? One day we'll do it. So we're super happy, guys. Thank you for the support. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe, like, share, and this one, please, guys, share to everyone, because you can hear what the plans we have with this. So this one deserves to go far and wide, to get to as many people as possible, to give as many people as possible a chance to change their lives. Because once you get this bike, let's say if you're a farmer, this one will literally change your life. Whether you use it, whether you give it away, whether you sell it, you'll have cash to invest somewhere in your business and do so much. So thank you, guys. Let's go for a trip and see how it fares. Sinaweza enda nikutangulie, naweza kutangulia, naweza enda mbele yako na hakuna kuniwacha. Yeah, so following her, I see the engine is a bit smoking, and then it's a bit hard for her to change the gear. That is because of how loose the chain is, and also the clutch cable. Lazima clutch ndani kabisa hadi ishikane kwa uguzane na hiyo handlebar, and that's why it's crazy. It's hard for her to change the gears. Anywho, I'll start somewhere, right? Let's see how it goes. And just when I stopped recording, she was able to change the gear. At least amepata ujanja. Yeah, I need to have that sorted. I need to have that chain by the. I think that's the first thing we need to buy, because yeah, it's a problem, and without the chain, that means ni kama two timing belts. Ni toggle belt kama ni ile yenye nazungushaka ikisnap ni hivyo, you have no drive in your car. That's exactly how the chain operates. So without the chain, you have no bike. Tumepitana hapo is the guy who sold me this car, by the way. Is my neighbor. Aitwa Devi. Tunaachwa.
Many minutes later.
Going for some V-power. Yeah. So here we are. Here we are at the Shell petrol station in opposite this village market. Yeah, unaona tuko na bars 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, ilikuwa na blink, so I decided to just play it safe. I do 500 na tumeka V-power, which means it's a little bit expensive. I think I've got 2 liters. We've got that, I'm not sure. But you see the kilometers, we are at 3940. So let's see how many kilometers I'll be able to do before nianze kublinkiwa. So wacha tuingie Mombasa Road. Kwanza nitapitia Ngara. So let's go. Yeah guys, nishafika Tao, nimepitia Ngara, nikaangalia kilikuwa naangalia 14 kilometers in, still at 4 bars. Yeah, nimekimbia. Yeah, so wacha sasa tuingie Mombasa Road tuone itafikisha wapi.
One day later.
Good morning, my good people. How are you doing? It's the next day. Yeah, at least we made it home in one piece. But we seriously need a chain. The slack jana was it got worse and worse, and I also need to service this bike up because the consumption. Let me show you guys. You remember yesterday we fueled 500 and yeah, now we're on on empty. Yeah, this is so not ideal. I'm waiting for those. Yeah, it's 31,016 and yesterday we started the journey at 39,060. I've done like 56 kilometers, so and that is not very ideal. Now what I need to do is Need to go get the oil. I need to get a spark plug because apparently it's one. So you look for an iridium one, maybe not the stock one. Let's say an upgrade of it. And yeah, just the oil, the spark plug, the oil filter. Yeah, and also the chain. Honestly, we seriously need a chain. So after that, we'll check how it behaves and know what's the way forward. And also look at that engine, that leak might be affecting the performance and everything. So thank you guys for staying tuned. In the next episode, we're going back to the car because right now, as I go to get those things, there's something else I'm going to get for the car, and this is the game changer for the interior. Yeah, it's something really awesome. I'm happy some things are just coming together, things we talked about, we proclaimed, we said one day, and here they are, they're coming to fruition at the best deals ever. So thank you guys, hit like, subscribe, share, and see you in the next one.